So, ilan ang occupied squares? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lang. Whereas the number of rows and columns is equal to 6 minus 1, 5. So, there should be a 5 occupied squares. So, what we have here is what we call so 3 plus 3 minus 1 is equal to dapat. So, the number of occupied rows ay 4 only as squares. So, 5 is not equal to 4. This is what we call degeneracy. Okay? So, how do we test now for whether we have arrived at an optimal solution? Okay? So, since we have a degenerate solution, ang gagawin natin is we fill in. Parang gagawa tayo ng dummy shipment. Okay? So to any of the unoccupied squares. So ito. These are our choices. Okay? So saan tayo pipili? Pipili tayo in such a way that we'll be able to create a closed path. Okay? Okay? So, we have our choices. Either ito or ito. Okay? Pag ito ang pinili natin, we say we assign a 0 shipment here. Okay? And we test this unused square for improvement index. Do we have a closed path for this? Meron. So, ano ba ito? So, that's a closed path. So, when you create a path, you can only move horizontally and vertically. Okay? So, how about this one? Do we have a closed path? And we only make use of the occupied square. So, pwede rin. 1 from here. So, if we test this one pwede tayo pumunta rito or pwede pumunta doon. Okay? So from here to here to here to here. So, we have a closed path. Okay? So, you can go either clockwise or counterclockwise. So, we have a closed path. How about this one? If we test this for improvement. Okay? We can also have a closed path. Medyo mahaba. So, from here to here, tapos dito, then back here. So, we have a closed path. Okay? So, ganun din dito. So, ito, ang closed path dito? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So, pwede ito, although pwede rin ito. Okay? So, let us suppose we have a 0 shipment dito, no? So, what is our improvement index from Pineville to supply house number 2? So, path natin, I hope you're taking notes. Ang path natin for Pineville to supply house 2 ay ito. Okay? Then we assign alternating signs. So, if we start with this, okay, if we start here, so that's positive 3, then, yun nga, meron tayong option to go clockwise or counterclockwise. So, plus 3, say suppose we move clockwise. So, plus 3 minus 2, plus 3 minus 2, then alternating sign. So, positive ulit to. So, plus 3 minus 2. Okay? So, we get 2. Okay? Next ay, so, this is occupied. Ito, unused. Unoccupied. Ito, not occupied. So, we test also for its improvement index. So, from Oak Ridge to 1. Ano ang ating path? So, plus 4 minus 3 plus 2 minus 3 equal to 0. Okay? How about improvement index for Mapletown to supply house number 2? What's our improvement index? Ano ang path natin? So medyo complicated, no? From here, we move here, tapos dito, tapos ito, pak, then. Okay? So, or we can go nga. So, that's our choices. Okay? Say suppose, so plus 2 minus 3, then plus 3. Okay? Then minus 2 plus 3 minus 2. Okay? So this cancels out. Ito magka-cancel out. So 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Okay? Then Mapletown to supply house 3. Ano ang path natin for this one? Yung corners. Okay? So, plus 3 minus 3 plus 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Okay? So, as you can see, kahit we have a degenerate solution, we are able to arrive at an optimal solution. Kasi all our improvement indices are either positive or 0. Anong ibig sabihin ng 0? When you have, so there's only one optimal solution. We only have 1 0 here. So ibig sabihin, isa lang ang optimal solution. Kapag more than 1, so halimbawa ito, is also 0, ibig sabihin yan, dalawa ang ating optimal solution. Okay? So, that's our solution. This is an optimal solution na. Okay? With just one table. So, that's the beauty of Vogel's approximation method. So, ano ang ating transportation cost? So, from Pineville to supply house number 3, that is equal to 25 times 2. Then, from Oak Ridge to supply house 2, we have 30 times 2 is equal to 60. Then, Oak Ridge to supply house 3 is equal to 10 times 3. Then, from Mapletown to supply house 1, we have what? 30 times 3, 90. Okay? So 90 plus 60, 150 plus 50, 230. So that's our solution. So we're able to arrive at an optimal solution with just one attempt. Although it is what we call a degenerate solution. Okay?